Hey, what's up, guys? We are now
What's up?
live for anybody watching. We are now live on YouTube, and we're ready to go tonight. Your host, of course, is Big Sexy myself and Chris. Say, Chris, what's that? Do your thing, Chris. So we have special guest Mike Ronco on today. You guys are gonna really enjoy Mike having Mike on. Before we get started with Mike, though, let's go into our photo contest for the week. So, Chris, you got photos?
Yeah, I got photos all day. They can also see this on the Facebook. Then I just did start sharing it to that since I'm out of Facebook jail.
No more Biden posts.
Well, I didn't say that. I'm just saying I can get caught for any of it. All right. So here was one of them. I don't know who sent any of these.
Well, before we start, Chris, so this week, Ren Cinco, our special guest last week, his title for the cover photo this week was flowers.
Yep.
He said he loves flowers outdoors. He really wanted to see what somebody could give. We got 13 or 14 submissions. Not as many as I hoped, but we did get some. So let's go through.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Dave? Hey, you know who that is? Mike. Look at the bottom of your screen.
Hey, there he is.
Okay. Sorry, I was controlling the comments there for a second. Okay. There's that one. I did, we do have the winner, but that's coming up at the end. This one was all right. I didn't mind this one as much. I mean, I'm a guy, so as far as flowers go. What in the health class are you doing? This
Turn
one was
volume up.
Oh, okay. Should I talk like this?
Yeah, we're on TikTok Live. I want to make sure we can hear.
Yeah. There's Ren. There's Barnesy again. And we're back here. Excellent. Bada boom. This one was okay.
That one was cool.
Yeah.
Kind of feel gay saying I like butterflies, but that one was cool.
Well, you go with what you got to be. I'm not here to judge you much. I thought this one here looked kind of freaky weird.
Yeah, that's odd.
It's neat though how you see how the sun crested the center of the flower.
Okay, look,
that's
now
the part I think
say
cool.
that I'm standing up for you.
All right, so are we going back to I'm that gay thing?
I think you should officially get the leather chaps. This is the one I picked right here. I don't know why. I just like sunflowers, and it's got the bees in it, so that's always cool. So there you go. Now you'll have a sunflower up there.
So that's the winner.
That is the winner. You had too many ties.
That one was posted by Aaron Cinco. So Aaron Cinco, you are tonight's winner. Everybody that posted photos, your name will now be entered into the wheel for the beginning of the month drawing. And listen, so I'm going to make it simple for you. The end of the month drawing, we're going to have some big, sexy merch.
I don't know, Barnesy. I don't know if I want to stand in the dark with him anymore.
Hey, there's Pops. So we're going to give away some big, sexy merch this week, and I still stand. If we get 65 live viewers at one time, or we got 100 names on the monthly wheel, different names, not names, but different names, because you're allowed to have your name 4 times on a month, I will give away a heated hunting seat. You plug it in, charge it. It is awesome. You guys are going to love it, but we got to get the names up there. We got to get things spinning.
Yeah. Next.
I told you, Mike, you're going to laugh. We have a good time. So one more thing, Chris. Chris, I got to show you this. So, and Mike, before we get started, you guys are going to love this. I got a package in the mail today. You're never going to guess who sent me a package.
I'm sure I won't.
It was Domain.
Oh, you got?
Domain Product has sent us a package. Check out this name.
Hold on. I got to get... There you are.
Blow that up.
There you go.
So Domain has sent us Big Sexy. Our challenge with this product is to shoot a commercial, some funny clips, whatever we can do to spread the word, and they want to see them, and we'll go from there. So I am super excited to have this product. You guys check them out. Tractor Supply, $19.99 a jug. And, man, I'm looking forward to having some fun with this.
Yeah, we're going to definitely be doing some more stuff with that coming soon. Just got home.
Poured in West Cameron. We poured here too, buddy. I had to
Yeah.
cancel softball lessons. Hitting lessons canceled early. We ran off the field.
I was out staying in the deck all day.
Oh no.
It didn't. I wasn't lucky enough to get any rain.
He was hoping it rained so he'd get away and his wife wouldn't know where he went. So we have Barnes on, which is fantastic tonight. Because of course, Mike, Barnes invited you and your brother and your son to a fantastic spot. And, you're on here today kind of talk about catfish. So I have fished with Mike for channel cats, and I will tell you that Mike has changed the way I fish for channel cats. I use a different hook now. I use a double head swivel. So I have changed things. We kind of fish the same, but his setup definitely was different for me, and I definitely like it. Mike's setup, and Mike, you can talk a little bit about your setup then, but Mike's setup, what he uses actually locks in the jaw, and the hook pulls right out. It's amazing. It's the best setup I've ever seen. So
I don't have gut hooked fish ever. And I mean, you just, like you said, the hook's always in the corner of the mouth, and it's pretty slick.
But tell them about your setup, Mike, before we get started. Go ahead and tell people about your setup. Tell them what you use.
Pretty much all I do is I run a team catfish circle hook, biggest size I can find, and I run that up to a barrel swivel, and then above my barrel swivel I either run a flat sinker or a round sliding sinker, and that's pretty much that's the only thing I do. And I was just talking to Ben tonight on the phone about my flathead setup, and how going from the team catfish circle hooks to the Gamakatsu, I'm not impressed. The other night we went down for flatheads, and my son was using team catfish circle hooks. I was using Gamakatsu, and my son didn't miss a fish all night. I, on the other hand, was ready to push my son off the wall. It was miserable, and you could actually feel anybody that's catfished before. You can feel the line pulling out of their mouth. It just feels like they're rolled up in the line or something, but it was the hook coming out of their mouth every time. And I bet you for every 4 I hooked up, I might have landed one. And on the big ones, I did not land a single big one.
Wow.
It was definitely, I could tell, I kept telling my son, I wish he was here. He'd tell you, I kept saying every time I hooked up, something feels weird. And I kept checking my line, checking my leaders. And it was the hook pulling out of their mouth every time. So that was pretty frustrating, but Michael had a knockout night.
Michael always has a knockout.
I say, you said he's lucky.
Let's face it. Michael has always had. That kid can fish. 12-year-old boy, he can fish.
Some of them, well, he caught five, what we call eaters, those flatheads, 10 pounds and under. He caught 5 of them. And then, I think he had like, 4 channels over 10 pounds. So
that's a big channel.
Oh, they were hogs.
Channels that are 10 pounds or bigger are big. A flathead that's 10 pounds is like a miniature sunny.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, yeah. I mean, so Mike, on that subject, this is my favorite part I think we're going to have of this is when I went night fishing with you for channel cats, we caught a bunch of beautiful, beautiful channel cats. We ended up catching, if I'm right, Mike, and I didn't edit yet, but they were, correct me if I'm wrong, they were all about 30, 36 inches. They were big.
Yeah, typically where I took you, they range 30, 35 inches. Not near not near the weight as down where we went with Barnsey. But the length is about the same.
So now when we went, if you remember when we were in the rocks, I kept saying, Mike, I'm telling you, there's a place I go with Barnes. I remember, if you remember, I said, I'll never tell you. He has to tell you on his own. I said, there's a spot I go with Barnes that is absolutely out of this world. And I said, you ever catch a flathead? And you said, no, I never caught one.
Nope.
And I said, when you catch a flathead, you'll never care about channel cats again. And you laughed and you're like, this is a lot of fun. And I said, I'm telling you, there's not a fun like it. You remember that conversation?
Yeah, I remember it well. And
so you got out in that wall. So we went down, we went out in the wall, and we hooked. I had one caught, I believe, when you got there already, right? Is that how that was?
yeah, there was already one on the stringer.
And then you hooked into one. Now that one wasn't a real big one, but
No, that one by for my first one, I was impressed. But by the end of the night, I found out real quick that was actually bait.
What?
hey, there's Cameron. What's up, Cameron? CH Fishing right there, guys. That's who that is. Mike, the guy commenting right now, runs a charter boat for flathead catfish.
Oh yeah,
Sunbury, Pennsylvania. Yep. CH Fishing. I'll tell you what, he's a great guy. What's up, Cameron? So you got your first one, and I remember in the video. If you go on YouTube, you guys, and check out the video, I said in the video, Mike, what do you think? He said, I definitely like it.
Yes.
And the night,
the
night only got better.
Oh, it got, and I was real sad when you and Barnsey had to leave, because that's when that's when I found my mojo.
So I have not to I don't want to interrupt anything, but I just want to play a little clip here for you guys. I'm going to shrink my screen. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go into share mode. So I have, it should be pulled up unless I got out. And of course I got out. So give me 1 second. I'm really good at getting out of stuff when I need it.
So are you telling me you have technical difficulties?
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Thanks,
No.
buddy. I can always count on you. So I have a little clip here from TikTok I want to share with you guys. I don't think you guys know this is on here. Let me view my profile. And it is this one. So, Chris, can you see my screen right now?
Not even a little bit.
Are you being serious?
I'd never lie to you.
All right, hold on a second. I got to go back in. I never click something. There it is. Okay.
There you
You
go.
guys should be able to see my screen right now. Now, here's a little clip, Mike, that I don't know if you know exists. This is a TikTok out right now.
That was their worst decision they ever made.
Really?
Yes, right there.
You got him? Are you serious?
Is that what the different bait comment is about?
Yeah, that's Barnsey was. They tried cut bait.
Now, what are your thoughts? Some people say use hot dogs.
I've tried hot dogs. I've tried.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Oh, look at this guy.
There's the fish. There's the legend right there.
Listen. So here's some. I'm going to stop at that because we're going to play your clips as we go. I'm going to pop out of that. We have your pictures. We can blow them up and make them bigger.
Barnsey, I don't know, man. I don't know. I was there back in the day. I don't know. It looked like sand fleas coming off of there.
Oh my God, that hurt a little bit. But just a little TikTok. I threw a TikTok out, Mike, of you, Bill, your boy, me. We all hooked up real quick. Anybody hooked up that night? I just drew a couple seconds of us, hitting one up, and then I threw into a ton of pictures, and we have them pictures, but we want to blow them up and show them here. we don't want to waste it on the TikTok screen I did. So we're not
Right.
going to do that.
I wish I could share, just so, because Barnsy's here, I wish I could send them pictures to you from last night, Michael, with some of them hogs.
Yeah.
It's not too often that a 160-pound 12-year-old has to hug a channel cat.
But so we
who's
were
this
out.
psychopath?
Go ahead, Chris. Ask questions. I want questions asked the whole time.
Who's this psychopath?
You should have seen him that night right there. He was him and Michael were landing a fish. I think it was one of my fish. I forget how it went, but Bill ended up going on his back on the rocks, breaking his fingers, and he took Michael out in the process. And Michael ended up with all but a concussion, getting taken out by Bill.
Oh my God.
And anybody who doesn't know Bill,
it was hilarious. I was standing there, and if you see by Bill's feet, you can see my fishing rods laying there on the ground. Yeah, well, Bill fell on top of both of them, and I was like, just don't break the rods.
Poor Michael's dead, and he's like, just don't break the rod.
Yeah,
I
I wasn't concerned with anything other than them breaking the fishing rods and causing the night to end early.
So that there, now correct me, but I could usually, I have my glasses off. I took them off, but that's a big channel.
Yeah, that was a big channel.
Now, how long was that, you think?
That was over 30.
Looks like it was a pig. Looks like it has a big
that thing. I think the most impressive thing about that fish was I've never seen a channel cat with a head that big.
Yeah, that's got a huge head on it, so that's pretty cool.
Cameron says we're pretty close to him.
Yeah, see, Cameron, we know. We just didn't tell you we know. We had no clue we were close to you, Cameron. None.
He looks homeless.
We got a ton of photos, Mike. We got a ton of photos we want to show everybody. We've been sitting on these babies. Look at this.
Yeah, there's Michael. That was a one of the big flyheads that we caught.
Now, who's this in the back?
Oh, that's me.
He looks like he was shooting a scary movie.
Yeah, pretty much. That when I seen that picture, now the picture that I did, I actually cut myself out because I look kind of creepy standing back there.
You can't cut you out. That looks awesome. Look at that. Yeah. Looked like you were staring him down. Like, dude, you can't.
I think he's going to kick him into the water and take the fish.
Yeah.
Cameron, you can't fish there, dude. That's our spot.
Cameron, give me a couple more nights and I'll guide you, bud.
No.
That's a challenge. Cameron, that's a challenge. I declare a fish off. Chris, we're calling a fish off right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron, that's a challenge. I heard him. Special guest. Mike or Uncle just challenged you to a fish off.
Oh, no. I ain't that good yet. I'm still learning.
So here's another one with Bill. Now, I need everybody to understand that Bill is 6'3". I know I said it already, but when you look at these photos,
6'3" and about 300 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, Bill is no little dude. So when you see these fish, you may not think how big these fish are, but I'm telling you, these fish are huge. Another channel?
Yeah, that would be small, smaller than the ones that we caught the other night.
Really? That looks like a real nice channel cat.
That is a real nice channel, and the ones we caught last night were absolute pigs.
There you go.
Oh, come on, Cameron. Let's do it old school. No, I'll sit on the boat beside him because my feet are killing me by the end of the night.
Dude, I'll tell you what, your calves, when you're done in that wall, tell me your calves aren't burning.
Listen, last night, we were literally running back and forth there. That is probably my favorite picture out of the whole entire night, even over the hog that I caught, that's probably my favorite because, I mean, there you go. I'm 250 pounds, well, 248. Michael's 160, 162 pounds. We're standing shoulder to shoulder behind that fish. And you can see we didn't like, you can hold a fish out and make it look like a monster, but you can see our arms are bent. It's tight to our body. That was all fish right there. Beautiful, beautiful flathead.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite pictures. It ain't my favorite though. I'll tell you, my favorite picture. You'll see it. I'll even tell you, Mike, my favorite picture.
So he's going to have 6 rods and 2 people on the boat. Just so
6
you know.
rods and 2 people.
So you got to get help.
So
listen, Mike, you got to win. The guy's out to win.
What? I'm also fishing 6 rods if I have to.
The guy's out to win. He ain't giving up easy. I mean, come on,
That's
he's
right.
a fighter.
No mercy.
You're gonna have to hold 6 rods, Mike, like this on the wall. You have to come up with like arm holders or something. You can just keep all the rods in, like a scarecrow. That's one of my favorite pictures. Now, Mike, tell him how tall you are.
I am 5'10", 5'11". That fish right there.
Smart.
Now I'm holding it up. But that fish on my chest was almost as wide as my chest. That's the first time I've ever caught a catfish that I could literally stick my head in its mouth.
I would have paid for that
how many
picture. I'm not
pounds?
going to lie.
Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
I said I would have paid for that picture. I'm not going to lie.
You see him put his
Listen,
head in it.
I load 45-pound plates on the bar all day long at the gym, and that fish was heavier than a 45-pound plate.
Yeah.
I've never hooked a fish that literally I was about to snap my line because I thought I was stuck on a rock. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was fast to the bottom, and all of a sudden the bottom decided it was going to start moving, and then my heart was pounding.
That's a big fish. What do you think that one weighed?
That was over 40. Over 40, over 40 all day long. Like I said, 45-pound plates ain't that heavy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
To you,
Michael actually landed that fish for me, and when I got it to the bank, it could have been Cameron, because I'm telling you, I was ready to snap my line. I thought I was fast to the bottom, and then all of a sudden, it decided it was going down the river, and there wasn't nothing I was doing about it.
Get up, put on the water skis.
Yeah, I thought I was coming off the wall. I really did. But Michael landed that fish for me, and when he said, "How should I grab it?" I said, "Stay away from the business end," because all I could see was its head, and its head was huge.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to grab it by the tail, and he couldn't get his hands around the tail. And he's screaming to me, I can't get my hands around its tail. Then I knew it was big. When Michael gets excited, it's a big fish.
Yeah, Barnes just brought up a point. Pennsylvania Game Commission, you see that, they wanted this fish killed. They didn't want this as a sport fish. They wanted this fish killed off, an invasive species. They want it gone because this fish is so aggressive.
Yeah, and okay, they said that about the muskie too. How many times you roll up to a hole and there's muskie, there's smallmouths, there's suckers, everything is swimming around that muskie.
Oh, you're right. I agree.
Everything is swimming around. Now the other night we brought 5 fish home. 5 fish, and my buddy has it. I think it was 61 or 64 pounds. If Michael's on, Michael remembers the weight. But the biggest one was 17 pounds, and the smallest one we brought home was like 5 pounds. Just because we heard that they are phenomenal eating fish, and we wanted to try them. So we brought 5 fish home, and we did them up, and oh man,
Truth, Cameron. That's the truth, Cameron.
and I agree 100%, Cameron. What I was saying about that is, I think if they truly kill these fish off, it's sad, because these guys like me that want to fish for the big fish, muskies, the nastier the fish, I love them.
That's true too.
I've caught some Michael and my daughter here beside me, they've both caught giant muskies, and man, that's a good question, Barnes. I'd have to go back through, but a lot of muskies. Biggest one, 52 inches, and I mean, in one summer, I think we landed in one night. Michael can correct me if he's still on here. I believe we went 11 for 13 fishing topwater on a full moon in one night.
Wow. Now you fish for muskie at night, so you fish for them in the dark.
Yes.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. I never fished for them. That's something I always want to do. Yeah.
No, we do fish for them during the day. Don't get me wrong. But it's usually first thing in the morning, and it's like your smallmouth fishing. You're throwing right up on the bank. And usually if you don't catch one within 4 cranks, if you're more than 5 feet off the bank, you ain't going to hook one. They're usually laying up shallow, and they're hunting.
I love these photos.
Well, Barnesy, the other night, what I was saying about them flatheads that we brought home, 5 of them, and when we cleaned them, believe it or not, the 5-pound flathead that we had was the only one that had a fish in its belly, and it had a small walleye in its stomach. The rest, you could literally fill your hands full of crayfish. That's all they had in their stomachs.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you actually said that, because I know a lot of people are wondering, how that works. So I'm glad you actually did that and got to share that with them.
Oh, so, yeah. I mean, anything that's, if we're going to chase them, my wife is, she gets tired of me and Michael watching. It's either fishing or hunting videos. That's all we watching. I've been just watching, man, I forget what the guy's name is. But he's on YouTube, and he's a big time flathead fisherman. And, that's all he fishes for is flatheads, and, just very, very good at giving information about these fish.
Now, a couple things, Mike. So your differences from channel cat to flathead. I know when you and I went, we caught sunnies. We cut the sunnies up and we use them as cut bait. As you could see in that TikTok video I shared, I showed what Dave and I were doing.
Yep.
Now, when you called me that night, you said, "Hey, how many sunnies do I need?" And I said, "The more the better." And you said, "How big?" And my response was, "It doesn't matter." So,
and you know what the funny thing is? So now I've fished for these fish with you, then turned around the very next night, went back down, and then turned around and went. So in 3 trips, trips now, I've used sunfish. This last time I took a mixed bag. We took sunfish. We took big shiners, and then we'd actually use cut bait as well. And the live sunfish, if you can keep them away from the channels, they definitely produce. and I think the size that we had the most success on so far are not the absolute monsters. It was a mid-sized sunfish, not a tiny one, but not that big, huge one yet either, though.
4 inches long, not real fat.
Yeah, Cameron. So what I was doing with my shiners is right behind that back dorsal fin, cutting them off right there.
Okay.
And I figure it was nice, it was probably 5-6 inches long. And I figured, man, that thing will slide down anything's hatch real easy. And oh man, it was crazy. I hooked up on one last night that actually busted me off. And if I wouldn't have been using, my top dollar muskie rod, it would have went for a ride over the wall. That was a heartbreaker. Yep. I have up at our river lot, we can get a pile of fall fish, and I want to take them down and try them. But now last night using like chop bait, I'm a big believer. I love sunfish heads. Sunfish heads, they produce hundreds of catfish for me. And once again, last night, sunfish heads didn't let me down. And we were using some absolute hog sunfish heads. And the channels, I wish I could show you. I'll have to send you the pictures, Ben, and then you can post them.
Yeah,
but
we'll definitely put them up. And listen, we just started so one thing we did, people are having trouble posting on our Facebook page because we want everybody to share their adventures. So I just started a Facebook group, Big Sexy Outdoors group as well. That'll be a branch off of the page. And that'll be for anybody with videos, pictures, or anything going on. So when you get that stuff, Mike, make sure you join that group and share all your photos and stuff in there as you go. It'll be a great thing. And we want everybody involved. We love this. This is what we love, and I'm just ecstatic, and I'm
about 90% of the time when me and Michael are fishing, we take a pile of pictures. But as far as sharing them, I'll walk up and I'll say, "Hey, look at this fish." I'll show you my phone. But as far as sharing pictures, because you get your guys that they get jealous. And some people, they like to chatter, but I'm not big on, I love taking people. I love showing people, different types of fishing. That first night we fished together, I said, listen, this is only the first of many adventures, and I don't know. I just never been real big on, posting, because then the next thing you know, you got 50 guys in your spot.
Yeah. I guess I'm different. I'm so about sharing the experience with people. For me, it's more about that. I can always find a new spot. People don't scare me. You know what I mean? But I'm not, a lot of people are intimidated. I'm not saying you are, but a lot of people get intimidated. Oh, there's 10 guys in that spot, or there's 4 guys in that spot. And I've learned over the years I can move down creek 20 feet and catch double the fish that guy was. Just got to know how to get there. And I know you as an avid fisherman, I know you feel the same way.
Yeah. And, I don't know, like going up salmon fishing and going up for the big browns and stuff. 5 years ago, you go up to the spot that I go every year religiously for big browns. And
you see that?
before social media became this huge thing, where you post a picture, and if you didn't turn your location off. Now your location's posted on the internet. Now everybody and their brother, regardless if they know how to fish or not, is going in your spot.
Yeah,
And
we don't share locations.
And a lot of people up there shut down their property to salmon and steelhead fishermen, because a lot of them smaller creeks that are phenomenal lights out creeks for browns and steelhead, they run through private property. And being that people were letting trash lay around, beer cans, just being hogs and not cleaning up after themselves, nobody's allowed in there now.
Yeah, they ruin it for everybody. It takes one slob to ruin it for everybody.
Yep. Yeah, and it's not very hard to take a small bag, stick it in your vest, stick it in your pocket, do something, and pick up after yourself.
I put the garbage in my waders. Not that that's funny, but like if I know I have garbage and I have nowhere to go, I'll slide it down my waders. And then when I get back to the truck and take my waders off, I'll throw the garbage in my truck.
Yeah, and you'll always see me carrying a book bag when we're fishing. And I'll tell Michael, if we open line or we do anything, that the wrapper goes in the fishing bag.
No, definitely. And that's a problem. I've lost a lot of spots over the years hunting as well, because there might be 10 guys with permission to hunt it, but you got one guy who gets out and decides he's going to just throw shit wherever he wants, and excuse the French, but that's the truth. And now 9 guys who were very respectful to the land and the property lost our spot because that one guy doesn't want to have that same respect.
Yep. And it's sad that it's come to that, but I truly have more fun taking kids and first timers. I have more fun taking them fishing than I do, fishing for myself anymore. Like last night when me and Michael went, I'm not gonna lie, we had 5 on the stringer. We were going to bring fish home, and at the end of the night, we said, you know what? Why kill them? Why kill them? We can come back and catch them another night. And we did. We left them off the stringer, and we'll go back and fish for them another night.
I don't know if you guys know this, but we had about 1,600 views on TikTok and about 373 likes so far.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's a pretty big deal. That's pretty cool for us.
Cameron, Cameron, I would love to have your job.
To be honest with you, Mike and Cameron, that's kind of my goal. I hate my job. I work 60 hours a week, 50 or 60 hours a week. I absolutely hate what I do. And that's kind of my goal doing this. My goal is that we reach the outdoor community, and hopefully we all do it together, and slowly we can start picking up pieces to become something more than we have to show up to a job every day. I want to do something I love every day.
Yeah, the other day, my daughter, most people know that she needs a wheelchair to get around, and she loves to go fishing, she caught a monster muskie the night that she went out in the boat with us. I'm not fortunate enough to have a boat yet. I will someday. But me and Michael, we were trying to come up with a way to get her out there, so she could catch one of these monster flatheads. And the best thing we could come up with is putting her in the kayak, but I'm scared. I'm scared having her that close to that wall in a kayak, but she's chomping at the bit to go catch one of these big cats.
Cameron, I hate to put you on the spot here, but I know you just heard he said his daughter's disabled, and I know you have a boat. Maybe you help this guy out. I'll tell you what, I'd spend the night videoing it. You want to talk about publicity for you and us? That would be a big deal.
Barnesy. Oh.
But that's definitely something to think about, Cameron. That would be pretty cool. Taking in my opinion, taking his disabled daughter out there, and we could shoot a good video for everybody, and she would have the opportunity to do something so cool. I think that'd be cool. So something for you to think about, Cameron. You and I can team up on that. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. So, Mike, has flathead fishing changed your life? The ultimate question. We lost him. He froze.
Oh, that's a shame. I was going to ask about what do you got? Like, how big do they have to be for you to keep them? Like,
don't have to. The best eating, Chris, are somewhere under.
Jesus.
I would say under 10 pounds. I took one that was about. I took one that was probably about 30, 25, 30, and honestly, it was still good eating. But
yeah, he froze up right after. So yeah, I mean, do you keep the giant one that he had there? Would you keep?
We're listening, Dave. Wait, Chris. We're listening. You see that?
Excuse me?
You see what Dave just wrote?
Yeah, I'm the one that put it up there.
Oh, so we're gonna lose our TikTok because my battery's dying and I can't keep up with it fast enough. Mike, you're back. We lost.
Yeah.
Dude, it was hilarious. Your face froze like this.
I was like, I have no idea what just happened to my internet.
It was awesome. So I don't know if you heard what I said. Could you hear what we were saying?
You were talking about getting the bell out,
Yep.
and then it froze.
Yep. So I said to Cameron about that'd be pretty cool if he could help us out trying to get her out. Also, Dave just said I have a way for her to get out on the wall. So we want to reach out to Dave and find out what that is.
Barnesy, that would be awesome. Here's the challenges that me and Michael found, because when it comes to anything outdoors, it's always me and Michael. He's my partner in crime. But getting her back there, because right now, like her wheelchair, well, you see it, the rocks. It would be a nightmare trying to get her back there. And then we thought about we have a wagon, one of the beach wagons, but that has the plastic fat tires on it. And I think by the time we got her back there, the fishing would be about over. Set her up in that would work. We have kayaks.
Oh, there you go. So we got to reach out to Barnes. That'll be a nice video. We get you out there. We get your dog. I'm always in to support a kid, especially one that, we can help get her out of that feeling of the being in the chair for a little while. I'm always in for that, man.
Yeah, and she absolutely has a blast fishing.
So,
and she's sitting right here, and she's saying we did them flatheads up, and we chunked them, and then did them in flour and Aunt Jemima's pancake batter, and she couldn't eat enough of them.
We see her. She's poking out. Tell her to wave.
Wave.
Hey, hon, how are you?
Good.
But
it was good.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Oh, yeah, he's talking to you. He asked.
Did you like it?
But the catfish.
She didn't like channel cat. She said I can bring as many flatheads home as I want. She said, but no more channel cats.
So they were good, huh? She liked them.
Yeah.
They're good eating. I told you. I said I think they're better than walleye. They're phenomenal.
Well, see, my buddy Jay, now he goes up and he walleye fishes religiously. and he's the one that did up the flatheads for us. And he said, "Well, thanks." He said, "You're saving me a whole lot of money driving to Canada."
It's good eating.
Yeah.
So we're here. We're at 45 minutes. We're usually on about an hour. We got about 15 minutes. I hear a couple things. I see a couple things I'd like to see happen. So I like to shoot a challenge. In this challenge, I'd like to see your 12-year-old son fish Barnes' 12-year-old daughter. Because I'm telling you, them two kids, I don't know what it is, can catch a fish in a mud hole on a spinner.
Yes. But we can't tell Michael that it's a challenge.
Well, we won't. We just need to, we'll just shoot a video at the end. We'll kind of see who wins this thing. I would love, so Barnes, talk to your daughter, Quinn. I'd like to see that set up. I think that would be pretty cool.
Michael will be down there with throw nets.
No, we can't
he's
throw
not
it.
gonna. He'll do whatever it takes to win.
No,
He'll cheat you at Go Fish.
No, Michael, we can't cheat. We can't cheat, Michael. But I would love that. I've been with your boy fishing. I've been with Dave's daughter fishing. Why not?
Michael, why not?
I've been with Dave's daughter fishing, and I'll tell you that them two just seem to have the same luck. It's ridiculous. So
I think it would be awesome just to get a bunch of kids and go out and have a blast.
I would love to. I would absolutely love to get them two together. Michael. So I think that would be something really cool, something for us all to think about. I know Barnes is on here watching, so I think that'd be cool to throw out there. I do. I think that'd be really cool to.
Yeah, I mean, even if okay, so it's not a challenge, but man, you get a bunch of kids on the water, and just seeing the reaction, their faces. The other night when I caught that first flathead, and Michael caught a big channel. And then I caught another big channel. And then I caught another big channel. And Michael still hadn't caught a flathead. And I looked at him and I said, Michael, I'm not throwing another bait. I want to see you catch a flathead. And then that little shit, he put on a show. Michael would bring the M80s. Yeah, probably. But, yeah, and then all of a sudden, no matter what I did, it wasn't right. The fish didn't like it or whatever, but Michael couldn't do no wrong, and it got ugly. I was ready to push him off the wall.
Amen, Cameron. Amen. I love that. Absolutely. That is the best part. Same with hunting. If it was between me or my daughter sitting side by side, every time I'd let her shoot or my son. I could care less what I got. Chris, do it, brother. He's coming.
Wasn't one walking to her this last season and somebody
No,
that didn't happen?
Well, no. Here's what happened. All right, let's be honest. Here's what happened. So this deer was walking up to her, and I didn't shoot it. I was videoing. If you watch a Schuylkill County YouTube video, I was videoing, just watching the deer. And then the deer stopped and started to turn on a 45, and she was up in this knob, and I knew if that deer continued that path, she was not getting a shot. So yes, I shot it, Chris. But I had revenge because I didn't even get the shot on video. All it shows is my camera flipping through the air, the bullet hitting my camera. I really didn't even. I mean, it was cool. We got a lot of views from it. But I didn't get anything I wanted to get in video. So I got revenge even though I did what was right.
Hey, Ben, where'd you take the kids to pet deer?
Oh, we have a guy out in out by Locust Lake State Park. He actually has a 9-week-old baby fawn in his yard that follows him like a dog.
It's a date, Barnes. I don't even have to check my calendar.
I don't think I have anything, but I think I'll be in as long as they just let me check. The 20th of this month? Dave, is that this month? I'll write the 20th here. So here's a question. If we're going out on the 20th, does that mean we're dragging Chris with? And we're going to make Chris, who doesn't fish. Chris is a hunter, not a fisher. And we're going to make Chris catch one of these big? Because I mean, he's gonna have to buy a license. We're gonna have to make it worth his while.
I'm gonna catch it.
Listen. I'm all about it.
I'm gonna shoot it to you this year.
I'd love to see Chris catch one of them 40-pound flatheads, man. He ain't even know what to do.
Listen, them 40-pound flatheads. Now, don't get me wrong; they are a blast. But these big channel cats, it's like throwing your line out in front of a station wagon going by at 80 mile an hour. These things are hitting like trucks,
It's
jumping and carrying on. And like that, them big channels they're pretty crazy too. They'll put them to work.
We can shoot a heck of a video. I know that. We have a heck of a time.
It'd be a blast.
Like I said, the only thing is we're gonna need some good lighting. That'll be the thing. Like the video. I thought the video came out pretty good, but I think if we had a little more lighting, we could have made it better. You know what I mean?
And here's something I found out too. So we went down well before dark. We went down well before dark, and it seemed like the earlier you get there, the better the fishing was. As the night went on, Michael, he's on here. He'll tell you. He kept saying, "Dad, these flatheads are getting smaller. Dad, these flatheads are getting smaller." And it was. The later it got, the fish, you could see it even on the stringer. The earlier it was, the bigger the flatheads were. The later it was, the smaller the flatheads were, but the bigger the channels were.
Almost like they were forced, like one was leaving and one was coming in.
Yeah. Yep.
So, Mike, you brought up to me, I got to bring this up because this is something cool, and I don't want to end the show without it. So, you brought up to me, you want to shoot a video. We're going to shoot a video using dumb shit to catch flatheads. Correct?
Oh, absolutely.
So, Dave Barnes, I hope you're listening. So, we talked about using a Snoopy rod or a princess. I'll use a princess rod.
I agree 100%, Cameron. The other night, man, it was right when the sun disappeared. That the fish that were hitting, all hogs. There we go. Little camp. Yeah.
I'm all in for that. So we talked about, anybody listening, we talked about using a Snoopy rod. So I told him if he uses a Snoopy rod, I'll use a princess rod. I'm not scared. It's for a video.
Listen, I'm walking out to my truck. The video might get dark, but listen, I'm already ahead of the game.
Oh, no, he's got something up his sleeve. I knew it. He was serious about it. I knew he was.
Oh. I got to. Oh, it's in the Jeep. I have about a 3-foot long, all pink fishing rod.
Yes, yes.
And let me tell you what. So I have a video because, well, I wanted to make sure that it was going to work. I landed probably about a 31, 32 inch. Landed about a 31, 32 inch. That's pretty much what my rod is an ice fishing rod.
Yeah.
And I went and I caught this channel cat on this rod, and I'm ready to go. So
we're going to work on some challenges on how to get some flatheads in and have some fun.
Oh man,
sure.
we get Cameron, and we all, we do it like some of these YouTubers. They do a Walmart challenge. You can't spend over $25 on your fishing setup.
Hey, you know what? That's a good idea.
Boom, that right there. You could whatever bait you want to bring, but you can't spend more than, we'll make it $30.
Listen, that's a great idea. And we'll video everybody buying their stuff at their store.
Well, yeah. Well, from start to finish.
So you'll have to get your boy to video and then send us the clip. And we'll get Dave to go get a video, send us his clip. Chris, listen, I want you to catch flatheads. I want you to be involved in this challenge, but honestly, you got to bring the right gear. So we're gonna make sure you have the right gear for this one. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen.
Our challenge for you that night is to catch the biggest flathead. That's gonna be your challenge for the night. And I don't mean a flathead on top of your shoulders. I'm talking out, one in the river. So, Chris, before we end the show, we're going here. We got good. We're set up. We're going to do a challenge. We're going to get the kids together. I'm excited. I love this stuff. Chris, you got any questions? You're not a big fisherman, so throw some questions out there.
No, I pretty much asked what I was going to ask. And I mean, of course, I'd want to see a big, sexy cooks with whatever you're catching here.
I think we might give it to you. You seem to be doing pretty good with your big, sexy cooks.
Listen, I'm still waiting for a big, sexy T-shirt or something.
See, that's
it's coming. It's coming. No, see, look. I don't know if you can see behind me. Look, you see that big heating press?
Yes, sir.
It's coming. See all them boxes under that table? It's coming. I got it. I just got to get time. Time is of the essence. That's the problem. In order to shoot the videos, I don't have time to get them done, edited, and I don't have time to get nothing else done in my life. But I enjoy shooting the videos so much that I'll figure the rest out as we go. We got to get a camera crew. That's what we got to do. Oh, Barnes, you cheap son of a gun.
That's all right, Barnesy. I got a princess rod that glows in the dark when you reel it.
Barnes, are you cheap son of a gun, you?
Listen, I might let Chris use that rod that night. My wife got that rod, and she caught her biggest channel cat on it. And at the time, it was the biggest channel cat that I've ever seen. And then it got retired. But you go up there right now, turn the light off, and you reel it, and there's like little gems all the way around the reel that flash. You will look like a rock star. You will look like a rock star reeling in a giant flathead.
Dude, that's for you. You're a rock star, dude. That's phenomenal.
On a big, bright pink rod.
I want to see them try to reel in a fish with my
Dude,
pink
Dave
rod.
said he has extra kayaks. We're putting you in a kayak, Chris. He just said it. You're doomed. It's over.
I got three. I got 3 kayaks.
It's over. Listen, I'm a bigger dude. We might need 2 so I can put 1 butt cheek on each one. And we'll tie them
We'll run
together.
2x4s across it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll make it work. But
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm super excited for that. Any
Listen,
of the viewers, we'll wait a minute. If any viewers have any questions, Cameron and Dave and Ren, I know are on, and they've been blowing up. I love when the viewers are involved, Mike. That's one of my favorite
I definitely would like to get a hold of Cameron and see what he's about, and maybe get hooked up with him a weekend, because I think it'd be different fishing from a boat, and learning from somebody that's highly educated on them.
See, there you go, Cameron. I told you I'd take care of you, brother. I told you I would. So, Cameron, tell this man. Cameron, now listen, all these trips, I talked to you one night. Now, I got to tell you this. Cameron said, I said, how'd you do? We happened to talk. He said, I had a bad night. I only caught 2. Now, listen to this. Cameron, what were the 2 fish you told me? You remember how big you told me they were? Because I do. I remember. I about crap my pants.
I want to see them try to. I want to see one of them try to reel in a fish with my little rod.
Oh, there you go. She has a rod that's about as long as my arm. And who you want, Ben? Oh, Chris is the lucky one.
I have a rod that I caught 2 catfish on. It's like a little.
It's about as long as my arm.
Chris, you're doomed.
I caught 2 catfish on it, and I want to see her try to catch a fish on it.
Yeah, here, 52 pounds and 40 pounds. I can only caught 2 fish when I talked to him. They were 52 and 40 pounds. He said, we had a bad night. I said, that's a bad night.
I would be okay. I want to break 50 pounds.
Yeah,
that was my intention this weekend, and that's why we took the Mondo baits. And I honestly think that if I would have had the right hooks, that one that I lost, that was a real deal.
Oh, can I tell you about
I don't want to interrupt, but anybody realize Chris is getting a pink kayak and a pink rod? Did anybody else catch on to that? Like and
listen, this reel, I almost want to run upstairs and grab it and let you see it. This thing flashes like a disco ball. And in the dark, it's going to be a party.
It's going to be awesome.
When he's reeling, we're going to be fist pumping because it's just going to be flashing pink and purple light everywhere.
It's going to be a disco party with Chris on the wall.
Like, we might have to put it to music.
It's going to be friggin' awesome. I am so excited. Chris, you're doomed.
It will be.
Chris, we called you out. You're doomed, Chris. You're doomed. You can't say no. That little girl says you're going. You ain't changing your mind. I'll buy your fishing license. You ain't changing your mind.
Chris is oh, man. Listen, the fun thing about fishing is, even if you aren't catching, and it's the same way, I there's people that are very, very serious about deer hunting. I like to kill big deer, but honestly, anymore, the older I get, I sound like an old man, but the older I get, the more I realize just being out, the camaraderie, being with the guys, hanging out, having a fun, okay, so we might not kill 50 deer, but guess what? We laughed probably 400 times. And that is more what I'm about anymore when it comes to the outdoors. The other night when I caught that big flathead, I looked at my son and I said, man, I wish my dad was still alive so I could show. My dad would have died. Just thought that fish was unreal. Every time I caught something big or killed something, you always, the next day, as soon as you posted a picture, the next day, Dad was blowing up your phone. And, not having him around anymore, it's like, I tell Michael, I said, it ain't all about catching, bud. It ain't all about hunt. It's the memories and having fun and, being out there on the wall with Ben and the guys. That to me is what fishing's about. And hunting is just being out with the guys, having fun.
I got to tell you that Bill is the biggest kid of all of us.
Oh my God! Yeah.
12-year-old Michael does not act like Bill.
Bill gets more wound up.
Oh.
Bill gets more wound up. Every fish he catches, it's 50 pounds when he hooks up on it. But by the time it gets to the bank, somehow it gets smaller. Oh,
yes. That ain't the one.
It's
that ain't the one that bit. He came off. This one got it on.
Yeah. Somehow this guy was in that fish's mouth, and this fish burped him out.
Dude, he's gonna hate us. He's gonna hate us.
But it's listen. I the other night after you guys left, fishing with Bill and Michael, it was like fishing with two kids, and it's a blast. And and then we turned around and we went down the next night, and oh my, him and Michael shouldn't be, in tight quarters together.
I want you to know I hunted with both of them one time.
You're braver than me.
And the message I got was, if that bastard misses one more buck, I'm sending him to you. That was the message I got.
Yeah.
I said, who? I knew Michael was with him, but I didn't know if he was talking about Eva or was Mike, who? And he sent me a picture of your boy, which I have on my TikTok, with the arrow in the tree. Losing it.
Listen, and I don't understand it because, you put Michael on a shooting stick, and Michael is absolute, he's killed 2 big buck with me, and never once has he had to pull the trigger more than once. And then, even with his crossbow, dead eye. And then, he goes out with Bill, and, I think Bill gets everybody worked up. Bill can get me shook.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Look at the horns in that. Oh, look at that. So, a 4-pointer and Michael's eyes just became a 257 pointer.
Yeah. And Like it takes a lot to get me shook. And you know that the other night out there on the wall, man, I didn't know. I was running for the freaking the net. I'm looking for a club to beat these fish with because I thought he had the Loch Ness monster on. It comes in and it's like 16 inches. I was like, you got me worked up for that. But yeah.
Oh man, I tell you what, Mike, I appreciate having you on, man. It's a great time.
Listen, it was a blast.
We're over our hour. I promise you a good time. I think we kept our word to that. We have a real good time.
Absolutely.
We have some viewers that super get involved, and you see that, which is awesome. That's the best part of the show. But before we call the night, you are picking the cover photo contest for next week. So you can discuss there with your daughter quick. And what do you want to make the title of our cover photo for next week?
Let's make it family oriented. So, family outdoors.
Family outdoors. So let me write that here. I'll get that on our Facebook page. Tomorrow morning that will release family outdoors. That will be our title. So that will release tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. I usually put it on a preset number. It'll go off at like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. And we'll get that released. And tonight's winners will get changed up. And again, was Aaron Cinco. Mike, thank you, man. I mean, just thank you. Whenever we have a special guest on, it makes our day and our viewers' day because, they get tired of hearing from us. And
listen, I can talk hunting and fishing all day.
Well, we'll definitely have you on again. We had a good time. So we'll get together with the 20th planned, and we'll try to get Michael and Quinn together. We'll see what happens there. And everybody that's here tonight, thank you for watching. Don't forget your Big Sexy Outdoors merchandise. Don't forget we have a game launching, a board game, family fun board game, gonna launch with Big Sexy Outdoors and Chris's Laughing Rogue company symbol on. That will be released in mid-September. So everybody, make sure you buy that up. You can find it on Kickstarter in September. Hit that up. We want that game going. And once again, Mike, thanks for coming on. Everybody, have a great night, and God bless.
See you.
See ya.